Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to try to do a real quick pre-series announcement video before I try to do a few hours worth of Agar maybe a little bit of Castle Crush, although I don't know completely about that one yet. I'll have to figure it out. And well, if you're kind of curious on why I'm wondering about that, well, you can just look at the screen right here because I've written down, well, as you can see down here, a summary to one of my more previous episodes. And let me go and explain, guys. Like it says down here, it says episode 24, correct? This on the screen is a big old summary of, well, basically what episode 24 to my Let's Mostly Play of Agar that's on my iPad or my tablet. This is basically how episode 24 to that series went. And let me go and say real quickly, I want to go and apologize for what happened in that video, for all the nasty stuff that I said, and also for the fact that, well, it may have been one of the more boring episodes in the series because it wasn't even about Agar. Although it was planning on being that way, however, I forced myself to actually do the game. If you guys look, you'll see a great summary of what I'm talking about. For you guys that don't know, in episode 23, I'm not gonna spend that long on this and that. I just want to give a little quick summary of what this is talking about. But anyway, in episode 23, at the end of episode 23, I got to Castle 8, correct? And I was very proud of myself for that. However, we ran into a big problem. After I got to Castle 8, in episode 24, I still wanted to play the game and see if I could actually, get further in Castle 8 without actually losing it. However, that's where my downfall actually happened. Because, as you can see on the right of Castle 8, basically, guys, what this is a no patience sign. By patience, I mean not having the ability to basically wait for something when you know something good could come out of it. That's what happened in episode 24. I got to Castle 8 in episode 23, but in episode 24, since I didn't have no patience, and because I was also kind of addicted to the game, I ended up losing that, and not only losing a few battles, but losing enough to where I went back down to Castle 7. That's why there's two different lines connecting to each other. Because of me not having no patience, I went from Castle 8 all the way down back to Castle 7. Which, in most cases, wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I still want to try unlocking certain characters like like that fan lady. I don't care about unlocking the ghost at this point. I just want to unlock the fan lady and move on. If I could at least unlock one of the troops, I'd be happy. However, it kind of went a step further in the episode. After I lost Castle 8 and went back down to Castle 7, I tortured myself for the rest of the video. And that's what this leads into. Forced gameplay. That's basically all episode 24 was. Forced gameplay of me doing Castle Crush. And I didn't stop till an hour and a half later when I finally did get back to Castle 8. But unfortunately, not only because I was forcing myself to play the game, but also the fact that I kept losing, it led up to this. Me getting angry and me saying some nasty stuff Obviously, I can't put anything like really nasty into this because this is going on YouTube. So that's why I put the word crap in there instead. That's what it causes to a word I can say without, without saying something else I usually say. I can't put the actual phrases I say on a drawing on YouTube. I mean, seriously, that's why crap would have to suffice. Um, but if you just look at this drawing the way you need to, you would see exactly what happened. And guys, you may notice something else. This is the exact thing I was talking about in that one pre-series announcement video where I told you guys the story of Castle Crush and why you should have patience. Back when I didn't have the ice elemental and I tried to earn it, but unfortunately because of my patience not being very good, me not getting the chance to earn it till way later on. I have them now, obviously, but back in the day I didn't, and well, it was bullcrap. If you just look at the announcement, or if you look at the screen here, you would see exactly what happened basically in the story. Got to Castle 8, but because I wanted to play the game and didn't have no patience, I lost it and went all the way back down to Castle 7. Then, for who knows how, I don't remember how long it was, but it had to be like, I know it was like over 2 hours. I had to sit there and force myself to play the game until I got back to Castle 8 again. But because of me forcing myself to do the game, or force myself to play the game until I got back to Castle 8, and the fact that I was also losing, it led up to this. Me getting angry and saying some nasty stuff. Honestly, guys, I was thinking about putting just like instead of drawing a little picture, I was originally gonna put just like a word that said nasty words or something like that. But instead, since I didn't know really the best way to describe that, I just put myself being angry in a picture. Yes, I realize there's no body. I don't care, guys. The only main thing you need to know about here is my mouth, the one I couldn't keep shut whenever I got angry. And that's what I'm precisely doing. This is a thought bubble, guy. It's not even a thought bubble. This is a speech bubble. I was originally having a little line that led down to my mouth. However, let's just say it looked very inappropriate, and I am not putting that. I erased it because it looked way too nasty. So I didn't do it. I erased it. Instead, it's just a bubble floating above my head. But yeah, if you guys just take a look at this, remember this is the exact crap I had to go through back in that story time episode. Got the Castle 8. Wait, I'll give you one more summary. I said this video ain't gonna be that long. I just want to give you a real quick summary. Got to Castle 8 and wanted to wait for the ice elemental. But because of my patience not being there, I ended up losing the castle and going from Castle 8 to Castle 7. And because of that, I forced myself to play the game until I got back up to Castle 8 again. But unfortunately, because of not only me forcing myself to play the game, but also because of the fact that I kept losing, it led to me saying some pretty nasty stuff. Some stuff I can't disclose on YouTube because of how nasty they were. Some of the words I believe were the very bad R word that I can't even say on here. Let me just give you a hint. I'm not going to tell you the actual word, but I'm just going to say it's a very bad R word that nobody should ever really use for any sort of way. But, yeah. Like I said, guys, this little summary of what happened in episode 24, it's not that long, obviously, because of the fact that that's really the only announcement I had to make. It's already past 11:30. I'm going to let you know real quick while I'm sitting here, guys, that if I do Castle Crush today, I just gotta remember to keep my patience. I think today, as long as nobody kills my Dragon or Phoenix, I think I'll be pretty happy. I mean, I might get a little bit irritated at certain things, like people doing the laughing thing. But the key thing to do is, if I start getting angry, either turn the volume down in the game, or say something that's not nasty that would make me smile, such as saying, "Faragu's pretty," or "Look at that pretty face, ain't he so cute?" Just something like that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for the pre-series announcement video. In a few minutes, I'll be doing another video of something. It'll probably be a guard, but I might do a little bit of Castle Crush and all that stuff into it as well. So, yeah. I also want to let you know real quickly that I don't quite have them yet, but I actually am getting very close to having the Purple Dragon. I got one of his extra I got one of the extra pieces I need to be able to complete him. And now I'm only one piece away from actually finishing him up and being able to have him on my side too. So, yeah. But, um, anyway, guys, I ain't really gonna worry too much about it. This is how episode 24 went, and let me go and say again, I am so sorry about it. I really am. It bothers me that I got that angry at the game. The game is fun and the game is addicting. It's just, when it comes to getting certain things, I want to unlock every troop in the game. I really do. That's one of the best things. I want to unlock every troop in the game. So I'll have him. So I have everybody. I mean, yeah, I don't know how often I'd use the fan lady or the ghost or anything. But I still like to have them unlocked so I'll be ready to use them whenever we actually get the chance to. Oh, anyway, guys, I'm going to end off the video. I'll see you all in a few minutes. Might either do a Let's Mostly Play of Agar or a Let's Play of Castle Crush or something. I'll see you all in a few minutes for that. Until next time, everyone, I want you guys to be the very best, like no one ever was. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.